I'm not sure how the quality actually is. I looked back at one that was like outside that we did last year or something. I was like, can't really hear that very well. So I don't know. This is, you ready? I got the strap. Do you want the strap today? So legs. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. So we will start in, I think, child's pose. Child's pose sounds good. Okay. So first, maybe the toe stretch, if that's comfortable for you, rocking back and forth on the toes, like that. And then maybe reaching your arms forward when that feels like enough into that delicious child's pose. Maybe your knees are together, or maybe they're far apart. I'm going to start with mine together. And just starting to get to know your back, spine, see where there's some sticky spots, where you get to loosen up, maybe across the shoulders, maybe even feel it in the hips. Maybe there's some gentle rocking, or maybe you're still. But also here, feeling your breath. We'll make that connection to our breath. Gently inhaling and exhaling a little slower, a little bit more consciously, a lot more consciously maybe, and a little smoother. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk our hands over to the right. And just find a side body stretch that feels good here. Keeping the knees and hips where they are. Keeping our head and shoulders. Breathe into that side, that left side. Stretch the space between each rib, the underarm. And then we're going to walk over to the other side. Let that feel good. Breathing into the side. Maybe you feel it in the oblique muscles too. Maybe it's mostly just the lats, the side, the underarm. And then walking your hands back through center, we'll come up, sliding the hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath our hips, beginning some cat cows, letting the belly drop as you inhale. And then rounding our back, exhaling, squeezing the air out, pushing gently, spreading across the back. And then inhaling one more time. Maybe bend our elbows a little bit so you get across the chest. And then exhaling fully, making space for that new air to come in. With your next inhale, maybe doing some movements to just wiggle into the hips or get into places, just seeing where there's some tightness or some tenderness, just becoming aware of what our body is feeling today. And that feels like enough. We'll curl our toes under for our first downward facing dog. Spreading my fingers wide, pressing into the palms of our hands. Maybe the knees are bent so that I can let my neck and head go fully. Feel the belly kind of cave in a little bit, and then start to pull out those feet. Let them feel good. Eventually, maybe you're still. The head is heavy. You're just feeling some heat generate in the body, and the back body stretching. Maybe a sigh out of your mouth. Then look between our hands and let's step forward into our first fold. Grabbing your elbows and swaying gently from side to side. Feel good too. Starting to find some space in our back, and this inversion feels so good. Head below our heart, just nurturing our brain. Then when you're ready, let's roll up. Arms can circle overhead. We bring those feet underneath you. I'm gonna bring the palms down in front of my heart space, and then down along the side, squeezing the shoulder blades down and together a little bit. Nice strong mountain pose. Here we get to set your intention. What do you need here today? What would you like to experience? Breathe. Then we'll circle the arms back overhead and bend to the right. Coming back up, open, inhale big. Exhale to the left. Inhale up and open. And then we'll fold in, hugging our legs and then pressing on our shins to prepare our spine. Then exhaling the hands down and the feet back. We'll lower. Inhale into our first up dog. We'll be here for a breath, first time. Just seeing what's there. If it's too intense, we'll come down to Sphinx pose. And then hands underneath shoulders again, right into downward facing dog. Breathe. Then we'll take the right foot high, twirl the foot, bend our knee, bounce that heel towards our hip, open our quad. Look between your hands, step that foot forward. Feel the opening in the thigh and the hip flexor. You drop that knee, press forward. Then coming back to the ball of the foot, maybe lifting the knee, reach the right arm up for the dragonfly twist. Twirl the wrist around. Nice lunge in the right leg, but nice strong, open chest. We wrap the hand behind our chest and press in. We're going to bring the hand down inside for Skandasana, sinking to the back of the mat, relieving some of that tension on that right thigh. Just getting into that right inner thigh. Breathe. And then for fun, we're going to face the back of the mat and do the runner lunge over here. So my left leg is deeply bent. Right leg feeling the stretch, and we drop the knee. Breathe into that right hip flexor. And then from here, right hand down, lift my right knee and take that left arm high, twisting. Maybe circling that hand. Let that feel good too. Reach. And then wrap the hand behind our back. Open across the chest, the shoulder. That feel good. Remember bringing that hand down inside the foot. Skandasana back towards the front of the mat. My left toes are reaching towards the ceiling. Left leg is stretching. That inner thigh, opening, breathe right into that space. And then taking the hands back around on each side of the right foot, and then take the right foot high, twirl your foot, step the foot down, downward facing dog, breathe. Let the neck relax. Then look between your hands when you're ready and step forward into our fold, right up into that half lift, fold forward, and then we're going to round all the way up. Arms overhead, then bend right into the right side. Come back through center, open. Bend into the other side. Back up, open, and fold in, letting the head go briefly. Then we'll press on the shins to lift. And plant our hands, step those feet back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. And we're going to take the left foot up, twirl the ankle, bounce the heel towards your bum. Let that feel good, opening our thigh. Then look between your hands, step that left foot forward. Breathe. Right into a deep lunge. It feels good. And taking the left hand up when you're ready, dragonfly twist. And reach the hand behind your back, open. I can hear a squirrel outside talking to my cat. So cute. Then that left arm back up. Walk the hands to the back for that yummy skandasana. Nice deep low lunge. Maybe you bring your hands to our palms this time for a challenge, or maybe your fingers are still down. You're going to walk back towards the front. No, we're not. We're going to twist around towards the back. Fun new way. Feeling that lunge here. Feeling that left hip flexor open, the left thigh. Breathe. Take that left hand down, reach the right arm up. Really open. Press into the left hand so you can twist that right shoulder back around. Reach that right hand behind your back, press into your low back, open the chest. Then we're going to bring it up and walk back to the front now for the skandasana on the left. Right thigh opening, right inner thigh, looks so good. Breathe. And then from here, both hands down around the left foot. Ready to take that left foot high, twirl the ankle, then step this foot down, downward facing dog. Fingers are spread. Head is released. Breathe. And then from here, looking forward, we'll step both feet forward. This time wide with the toes open down into a yoga squat. Spread those hips apart, maybe pressing your elbows in between your knees if that feels nice. My palms are pressing in front of my heart. How does that feel? Or you can bring the hands down underneath your knees or outside your knees on the floor. Breathe. Nice. Yeah, and breathe. From here, let's lift our hips. Find your forward fold. Thank you, Mariah. She's so present. She's like, why is this girl talking to me in that manner? Oh. She'll probably listen. From here, let's peek up. Exhale, fold in, round the back. And then inhale, round all the way up. Arms will circle. Over to the right, just that fluid motion following your breath. Open up with your inhale. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back up. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, planting our hands up, those feet back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Feeling stronger, feeling my fingers really spread press. Feeling on purpose here, heels closer to the earth, tail really high. And taking that right foot up, twirling. This time I'm going to step that foot underneath the right hand. Come up into warrior one. So I'm going to pivot and plant the back foot at an angle. And take my hand up. Finding a lunge that's deep enough to feel a nice challenge. Taking my left hip around so it feels like it's pointing more towards the front. I'm still pressing the back outer edge. Gaze could be up. Arms could be strong or relaxed. And then heel toe that right foot in front of the left foot, finding a deeper lunge into warrior two. Maybe you inch the right toes forward, sink deep, strong back, tuck the tail under a little bit, pull the belly in, squeeze our shoulders together. And straighten the leg, triangle pose, reach forward. Left arm goes up, roll the shoulder back. Engage your thighs. Maybe activate those quad glutes. Nice strong foundation. And looking down, I'm going to take the left hand down. I'm going to lift that left foot up, revolving a half moon. So stepping forward, find a block if you like. When you're ready, you can take the right arm up. Maybe you gaze up at the right hand. But our chest, hips face the floor. The left leg is strong, flexed. Breathe. Backward, yet so beneficial. And we're going to bring both hands down. Take the right foot high. Twirl the foot, bend the knee, all the things. And then spreading the fingers. Feel good. When you're ready, we'll take the left foot up. Bend, open. Actually stepping that foot underneath your left hand. Plant the back foot. We'll circle up. Right into warrior one. Take your time to set up to feel like your hips are aligned in the way that is most supportive. Belly can be engaged, low diaphragm. Breathe into the belly still. Strong shoulders, strong upper back. Pelvic floor pulled up. We're going to open to warrior two. And take that left foot over, I sink deeper. Now we are aligned with our feet, our arms right on top of those legs. Take in deep, breathe. Feel some heat generating. Create some space. And we'll straighten the leg. Reach forward with that space we created. Tip at your hip. Gaze up at the right hand. Engage your thighs. Wrap those quad muscles around your femur bone. Press into your feet. Rolling the right shoulder behind a little bit. Easier to gaze up. Kiss the neck a little. One more good reach with that right arm. And then take the hand down, kind of inside that left foot. Left hand can come down too, and I'm going to lift off the right foot, straighten that leg high behind us, straight out behind us. Right hand comes forward and off to the right so it can be stable, then I lift the left. Gaze up at the left hand if you like. Revolving this half moon. Have to be hard. Breathe. One more good breath here. Then bring the hands down and the feet down. We're going to come up into a chair pose here. Move to the other side of the mat. Just fun, but you can stay right in front of your mat. Then from here, lifting up, maybe the big toes are together and you squeeze your knees, or maybe your feet are hip distance apart, whatever you like. Squeeze the block in between your knees if you want. And take your tail down. The toes are spread. Nice, good breath. Everything is tucked in tight towards the midline. Taking it a little lower. And then from here, can we lift the right leg up? And then plant that leg, find our stability and our balance again. And taking the left foot up an inch or so. That foot down, breathe. We'll come all the way up, straightening out, circle our arms up, over to the right with a bend, back up, open, over to the left, up and open, and folding in, hug. And it feels so good. And then press on our shins, feet forward, plant our hands, stepping back, feeling that strong pause here for side plank, building some more strength, some more heat in the body. I'm going to move my shoulders over my fingers, press the place between my shoulder blades up, belly is tucked in tight, legs are engaged. And then roll onto the right hand, take the left arm up, twirl the wrist. You can lift that top leg if you want, or keep it stacked or staggered. One more good breath here. And we'll take it over to the other side. Right arm lifts, twirl our wrist, lift that top leg if you want, keep it down, or do a little bit of both. And then taking the right hand down, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. Spread the fingers. Feel more space in that upper body. We just generated that heat. More flexibility in our shoulders. Right foot lifts. This time, like squeeze that knee in towards our chin. Crunch. Then inhale that foot back high. And we're going to step it underneath the right hand. Pivot and plant for our warrior one. Come up graceful or however you like. No idea what mine looks like. I imagine it's graceful. Breathe. We're going to open. Warrior two. Sink deeper. Take the tail lower. Right toes out further. Then we're going to come back, adding that Skandasana in here. Palms come together. We sink back just for a breath. Let that feel good. Then we're going to come forward, arms back out to a T. Straighten the right leg, tip. Left arm reaches high. And breathe into your triangle. A good breath here. And look down. Take your hands down out in front of that foot. Lift the left foot high. Make strong, straight leg, flex toes. Left hand stays down. Right arm lifts. For awkward move. But breathe. Let it feel good. Then taking both hands down. Tuck the left thigh behind the right. Squeeze those thighs together for a curtsy squat. Then take that left foot all the way down. Plant your hands on your mat. Right foot high. Shake it out. Bend the thigh, bend the knee. Let it feel good. Then plant the foot in a little stillness. Down dog before we do another side. Breathe. Maybe a sigh out of our mouth. Ready to go. When you're ready, left foot goes up. Do that knee crunch, nice, conscious, full, rounded back. Then take that left foot back high, reach, and take it underneath the left hand. Come up into a warrior one. Breathe. Breathe a little deeper. engaging our thighs on purpose, nice strong upper body, belly in. Then I'm going to take my arms out to the side, reach forward, breathe. Reach, reach, reach. And then just up and down, get into that left inner thigh, Skandasana into that right leg, deep lunge. And then we're going to pop back up, arms to a T, straight legs, reach forward, tip forward, triangle. Angle that back foot. Reach, reach, reach with your right hand. Maybe twirling the wrist. Breathe. And then taking the hands down. You're gonna lift off of that back leg, straight, flex toes. Left arm comes up when you're ready. Using lots of different muscles. Flexing, squeezing, still breathing. And both hands down. Tuck that right thigh behind the left. Get low, squeeze those legs together. And take it all the way back. Planting the hands. Left foot goes up, twirl. Plant your foot, breathe. And then for the last chair, we're going to walk our hands back to our toes. Finding the chair here. Lifting our torso, seeing our toes, weight in our heels, tucking the tail, gaze forward. And then coming up straight, a sweet little relief. We're going to sink back down in the chair one more time. When you're ready, come down. This time, lifting off the heels, maybe taking the back behind you, open the chest, get lower. Breathe. And all the way up. Yay, open. Then fold forward. We're going to take the left fingers down, bring the right hand up for a twist. I'm going to bend my left knee a lot so I can get into that right hip. Breathe. Stick out that right hip. Reach the right arm high. And then gently trade places. Right knee bends a lot. Left hip sticks out. It feels so good. And then bringing the hands down. We're going to come down to seated. And we get to work on our strap. So ending with the chair, nice heated legs up, ready to be opened. Move my mat forward a little more. Open. And then from here, lying in our back, bring the knees in, rock back and forth. We'll do candlestick first, just taking those legs straight up, flex your feet. And engage stomach for just a couple leg lowers. When you're ready, I'll let the legs come down. Slow, controlled back, lower back pressing against the ground. When it starts to come up, that's when we'll bring the feet up. Trying to keep the back kind of pressed against the mat. One more time. Conscious, slow, deliberate. As far as we can go. Keeping the back planted. All the way back up. Hug the knees in, spread the knees wide, rock back and forth. Then we're going to take that left leg long. Pull the right knee into your right shoulder. Feel that spread across your inner thighs. And we're going to wrap the strap right underneath the ball of our foot. And take that leg high. Left leg can be strong at first. Nice, strong. Left toes flexed, straightish. You could let go a little bit after that if you wish. We're going to flex the right toes too. Flex the right toes, get into your gastrocs, your soleus, those calf muscles, pulling that leg forward just as much as available. Creating space, the back leg. That feels really good. Breathe into that leg. We're going to take the leg to the left across the body, but go slow. Make sure the lower back comes off the floor. As the right foot comes down, right hand off to the side, counterbalancing. You need a block underneath that right leg. It's too intense, please. Feel free to move around and set that up. Maybe your gaze is towards the right. You want to continue the twist through the cervical vertebrae. Breathe into the hip, letting gravity help. Gently pulling with the left arm, but not too much. Then gently taking the leg back up, let it be slow. And over to the right. Left arm goes out to the side. Again, there could be a block underneath or pillow. Maybe your gaze is off to the left. You need here. Or a good breath. And then we'll take the leg back up. Nice and easy. Pulling that leg a little bit closer to us. Reaching the hands closer up on the strap. Seeing the space that you've created in the back leg. Maybe you can touch your toes. And then gently bend the knee. Remove the strap. Hug that knee into your chest. Extend that right foot. Notice the difference in those legs and in those glute muscles. Right side to the left side. Now when you're ready, left knee comes in. Pulling the knee over towards the left shoulder. Feeling the spread across the groin, right inner thigh, right hip flexor too. And then when you're ready, we'll take that strap under the foot and lift. Nice straight leg, however long the strap needs to be. My right leg is strong at first, just some support down there. Left toes flex in towards the knee, touching my calf, and pulling gently. Pulling and breathing a little bit more. And gently will release over towards the right. Letting it fall across our body, go slow. The outer hip super tight or tense. Letting the strap go as much as is necessary to let that leg stay straight. Gravity, take it. Left arm can go off to the side. Maybe your gaze does too. Use a blocker pillow under that foot or knee. This side might need something different. Maybe it's more loose. Maybe it's a little more challenging. That's okay. Breathe. Notice the sensation changing. Maybe it's less intense, maybe more intense. Maybe the foot is moving a little closer to the ground. And then gently back up with that leg. Pause at the top. Pull in a little closer. Feel more space there. And then over to the left, gently, slowly, easy. Easy does it. Use a block if you need to. Right arm can walk to the side, maybe your gaze too. Maybe your gaze is up. Breathe. Breathe. Back up. Nice, smooth, gentle pressure. Holding at the top for a few more breaths. Seeing how close your hands get. Creating all of that space in the back. The glutes and the low back all the way up through those toes. And then gently release. Bend the knee. Hug the knee in. And extend your leg. To body rest. Integrating stretches. Resting your hands. Full breaths. Your eyes closed just briefly. Do some bridge. So pulling those heels in towards your seat, bending the knees up towards the ceiling. Maybe the toes point inward a little bit. Hands down near your sides. And press through the heels. Lift the hips. You want to interlace the fingers underneath your hips. And roll onto the top parts of your shoulders. Press forward with your shins. The chest into your chin. Breathe. And then lower back down, rock back and forth on the low back. We're going to roll onto our belly and do one more yummy thing. We can do locust pose or bow pose. So locust pose, you bring my shoulders off the mat, lift my legs, maybe bring my toes somewhat together and lift my hands off. You could do Superman or whatever feels good. Be right here. Or you could reach for your feet if you can grab them if it's available today. press those feet into your hands and lift in that way. What way do you want? Legs extended or legs bent? For a couple more breaths. And then gently release. Make a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead, let everything go. And maybe we'll take the next, you can decide if you want to do Shavasana on your belly or your back. Sometimes it's really lovely to breathe into your belly, pressing it into the floor. But if not, back Shavasana. Great. Wherever you are, we'll get to let everything go, making any adjustments, resting, feeling held, feeling the pressure against your body, or also feeling the touch of your clothes and your skin, relaxing the muscles in our face, dome, our shoulders, feet, feeling our arms and legs be so heavy. Just breathe as easy as possible, letting everything. ready, reaching your arms up overhead. Waking back up, take your time. Breathe to the side, yawn. And then we'll take our knees in. One, four, roll across the low back. Landing on your side. Fetal position. So much appreciation for the breath, practice, our bodies. When you're ready, press up into a seated position. Your palms in front of our chest. Seeing our heads in. Gratitude for a brand new day. New moments with every breath. Opportunities to change our state, to choose our state. What is our intention moving forward today? How do we get to be? You're ready. Gently picking up, honoring each other around today. Breath in the honors, the breath of you.